I'm Rick Kaler. Thanks for joining me. Well, I'm sorry, kids of boomers who may be hoping for a big inheritance someday. We're spending your legacy. This is the finding of a recent Schwab survey of more than 1,000 high net worth Americans that highlighted a generational divide in the intentions for passing on wealth. Many boomers, myself included, are part of the 45% who plan to enjoy the money during their lifetimes. And we're okay with that. After decades of working hard, saving, making sacrifices, the idea of spending intentionally to enjoy what we've built feels like the ultimate reward. It was the purpose, the reason. Many of my boomer clients will share the same perspective, wanting to live life fully, making memories, and savoring experiences in their retirement years. I think this mindset also may explain why only 19% of boomers surveyed plan to pass along a portion of their wealth during their lifetime, compared to nearly half of millennials and Gen Xers. It's not about being stingy or disinterested in the next generation. For boomers, it's about using what we've earned to create meaning in our own lives, trusting that whatever remains will still make an impact after we're gone. Millennials and Gen Xers are more hands-on with their giving. They're focused on seeing the immediate impact of their wealth, whether it's funding their children's education, supporting causes they're passionate about, or helping loved ones achieve dreams. Now, interestingly, the difference extends to the idea of attaching stipulations or restrictions to giving. Only 7% of boomers do this, compared to a striking 43% of millennials. And again, I see this with my clients. Boomers tend to give without strings because their gifting typically happens at the end of life, which would be through an inheritance. And there's a sense of trust in the recipients. Millennials, who are younger and likely to give while alive, often want to ensure their wealth aligns with their values and intentions. So this generational divide also offers a lesson for charities and nonprofits. Boomers remained a key source of planning and giving through wills and estates, but millennials and Gen Xers are likely to respond to urgent needs that are in the here and now. These younger donors tend to want to see their dollars making a difference right now, not when they're gone. Another reason boomers focus on enjoying their wealth, I think, is tied to the realization that our time on this planet is growing shorter. Many boomers grew up in a world that valued financial security above all else. We were taught to delay gratification, to plan for rainy days, and to put others first. But once retirement hits, that mindset begins to shift. We realize that the future we've planned for is no longer the future. It's here, right now. And we are finally starting to learn how to give ourselves permission to enjoy it. Millennials and Gen Xers, shaped by a fast-paced and interconnected world, approach wealth very differently. For them, money's a tool for connection and purpose. They're focused on creating memories, helping others, and making an impact now rather than later. The stipulations they may attach to their gifts are about ensuring their giving aligns with their values. It's a reflection of their desire to be active participants in their legacies rather than leaving that to chance. Now, should the children of boomers be worried then that we'll leave them nothing? Not necessarily. We may talk a good game about spending your inheritance. But for most of us, years of frugal habits are not going to transform overnight. Sure, we're going to splurge here, we're going to splurge there. But the idea of actually burning through all of it, that's a pretty big stretch. While we may joke about the spending and whittling it down to the last penny, the chances are there will still be plenty left for you when it's all said and done. We just don't necessarily want to admit that. Thanks for listening.